they showed that being a team is more important than individual success in college basketball. Obviously, there are going to be players like Zion Williamson who are just too talented for college basketball. And the fact that we're missing out on a year of him in the NBA is a travesty. That's going to happen. I'm not saying people are going to stay all 4 years, but you're going to start seeing high-caliber players stay in college longer because Virginia showed that it equates to championships. Mm-hmm. And my third hashtag hot take is that my childhood is officially dead. Officially dead. Years ago, a gentleman by the name of Peyton Manning retired. A gentleman by the name of Kobe Bryant retired. A gentleman by the name of Tim Duncan retired. And while those were all sad, not as sad as what had happened yesterday. Well, the night before yesterday, so 2 days ago, when Dirk Nowitzki took the microphone at half court in Dallas and told the fans that it was going to be his last game there. And I'm starting to get a little fucking choked up right now. Dirk Nowitzki retiring is the final dagger in what was my childhood.
Could he even make it to half court?
Yeah, yes. him and Wade retiring is, I was just thinking this today, it's the end of an era.
The last thing we have, literally the last thing we have, is Tom Brady. As much as we don't like him.
You left Jeter off that list, by the way. But...
Jeter's done. I was just naming names.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady is literally the last one we have left. Manu Ginobili gone. Tony Parker gone.
Yeah.
Brady is it.
Yeah, I can't really... Well, we got... yeah. That's gone back that far.
Yeah. I mean, you could make the argument LeBron. I mean, yeah, it was 2003. So, yeah, LeBron as well.
Antonio Gates.
Yeah. Well, Antonio Gates, what was he drafted, 2007?
I thought he was playing in 06, wasn't he?
Was he? It's been so long.
But yeah, it's a little bit more recent, I guess. That goes back like to early 2000s.
Yeah. So the last true superstar that we have left from our generation,
the last GOAT,
is Tom Brady.
Still not as good as Jimmy Johnson, though.
Oh, get out of here. And that's a sad fact, sad reality.
He may have the championships, but he doesn't have the wins, Jimmy Johnson. Well, actually, no. Maybe not. I'll have to look into that.
Jimmy Johnson, it's get out of here with that NASCAR. Anyways, anyone else have a quick hot take before we move on?
Yes.
What's your hot take?
Cole Beasley will be the #1 receiver in Buffalo come next NFL season.
That's not a hot take. There's literally no one else. That's like saying Amari Cooper will be the Cowboys' best wide receiver. That's not a hot take. If anything, that's the coldest take available. Oh, man. Anyways, Cole Beasley throwing shade at the Cowboys. We'll talk about that as we get closer to the NFL season.
Watch your TV for a second.
No! Boston's going to fucking score a goal. Oh, no. Ah! Yeah! Yeah!
Beautiful cross ice pass.
Yes.
Oh my god, that feed was so nice. So nice. And then Nylander obviously can put it home anytime. So, whew.
Beautiful.
Looks like Toronto might have this one. I don't know.
Speaking of hockey, oh my god, that was fucking perfect. Oh, off the stick. Shit. That was beautiful. Oh my god. Let's watch it again. Perfect fucking A, man. Bless you.
Thank you.
You know, some people get super excited watching these insane dunks. I don't like dunks. But you know what I do like? Sweet goals like that. That is beautiful.
I got another hot take.
What's your hot take?
Mark Ingram will lead the league in NFL rushing next year.
Where's he playing?
Baltimore.
That is a hot take.
That is a hot take. All right, so we will accept that as your hot take.
Good, because I know you won't want anything NASCAR.
Yeah, no, fuck NASCAR. Anyways, let's move on now to the sport we're watching. Hockey. Hockey playoffs started last night, and for the most part, we got some really good hockey.
Yes.
Until the very last game of the night last night. But we'll talk about that in just a minute. Excuse me. So, last night, the opening game was just insane. Lightning were up 3-0. Right? Was it 3-1?
I think it was 3-0.
Yeah. All right. So, I can just open up the story and look at it. Yeah. So in the first period, the Lightning were up 3-0. Didn't score again. Columbus, however, did score 4 more times. Do you know what this says to me? Because I'm a history guy and I love history. History repeats itself. So congratulations, Dan O'Shea. Tampa Bay Lightning are winning the Stanley Cup. Because Columbus, last season beat. Was that another goal? No.
No. Damn close, though. Damn close.
Yeah.
He should have gone 5-0 again. I think he would have had it.
Probably. But
I do think Tampa's still the best team. I think they were a little cocky coming in. That was their wake-up call. But they'll be fine. They are
for your sake, you hope so.
Oh yeah, I do. But no, they're. I also kind of root for them because they're called the Tampa Bay Rangers for a reason because they have a ton of former Rangers.
Is your dream scenario the Lightning beating the Stars in the finals?
Sure. I mean, at that point, it doesn't really matter.
Well, because
if you guys have Zook, so I'm rooting for you guys as well because I love Zook.
Well, because
he was obviously huge for you.
If the Stars get to the Stanley Cup Finals, you're going to get an additional first-round pick for Zuccarello. But you want the Lightning to win because you'll get more for the Lightning. So, from the Lightning, excuse me. So, if the Lightning beat the Stars, that is like your perfect scenario.
I think, was our trade, I thought if you guys won the Cup is when we get it first. I thought it was the same deal with the Lightning. But if you're correct, then I'd want the Lightning to win because I'm selfish, of course.
I think what it was is if he stays in Dallas for more than one season, you get a first-round pick. And if the Stars win 2 rounds, I think it's the second-round pick in 2020 becomes a first-round pick in 2021. I think is what it was.
I do think, a lot of Rangers fans think that Zook is, a rental and is going to come back. I don't really think so. I love him. New York loves him. But, he's I don't think he has a reason to take a pay cut to come back, and that's what I think would need to happen. I mean,
he looks like he's having fun with the Stars in his 2 games.
Yeah, you guys got him in a goddamn cowboy hat and everything. I was laughing my ass off at that. I absolutely love Zook. It allows me to root for you guys a little bit because he's on your team. So just treat him well. Don't break any more of his bones.
And he scored a goal.
Yeah, he won the game for you guys.
He
scored the game winner.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, because the Stars were up 3-1, and then the Preds scored late. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Tampa Bay Lightning go up 3-0, end up losing the game 4-3. Like I said, if you remember last year, I picked the Columbus Blue Jackets to win it all.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. I picked the Sharks to beat the Blue Jackets in the finals.
Yeah. You predicted Columbus to win the East.
Yes. Which looked pretty good until the Cowboys were like, fuck this.
Although there's not even an East and West. The hockey playoffs make no sense.
None.
Seeding. I guess someone posted a thing about what it would have been had they still been doing conferences, and it was like kind of the same. So there's no winning right now. There needs to be something better, a third way. But for now, whatever. But yeah, Blue Jackets, Lightning. Lightning are taking it.
Okay. You think the Lightning are going to take it. So then let's... Because there are no East-West bullshit going on, let's move on to the second game, which was probably the best game, in my opinion. I didn't get to watch all of it, but I got to catch a lot of it. Islanders-Penguins.
That was a fantastic game.
It was such a good game. Man, anytime you get overtime hockey, overtime basketball kind of sucks. I don't like overtime basketball. But definitely anytime
hockey is so fun.
It is. Anytime you get overtime hockey, overtime football, where it's like the sudden death kind of thing, it just makes everything better. It does.
I do wish that the NHL would do the 3-versus-3 for everything. You know, they do it regular season, and they don't do it in the playoffs. I really wish they would, because 3-on-3 hockey is, if for overtime, is the craziest, like, non-stop action. But you know, I don't foresee them changing that particular thing anytime soon. But it would be super fun to see. Yeah,
you're right. It would be. I love overtime. Honestly, I like the sudden death idea way more than what's the alternative to sudden death called? Normal? I don't know. Continue to live? I don't know.
Timer.
Yeah. So if basketball was like, we're going to stop playing overtime and we're just going to do like a shootout kind of thing where you choose your lineup and you're going to shoot half-court shots. First one to make wins.
I mean, something that would make baseball
win every game.
I would prefer to watch that.
Something that would make half of baseball more watchable is they just do like a home run derby to determine the winner after 9 innings of being tied.
Yeah, I hate so much.
I mean, extra innings is great.
Stupid.
Once you get to 11, though, that's like, just stop. I'd rather a tie than continue after 11 innings.
You burn the team out, it's just pointless.
Yeah.
All the freaking games you play.
Mm-hmm. Anyways. So, overtime hockey. As much as I dislike the Islanders, I don't like the Penguins. I hate the Penguins more. Islanders win 4-3 in overtime. So, I'm pretty excited about that because...
We got a brawl in the Carolina-Washington game right now.
Not yet. We got like 10-second delay here. And
you're about to see it.
Yep. Oh, there. We see the start. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can we get the lotto numbers?
Stahl's involved? Nah. Yeah.
What's wrong with Stahl? He's great.
Yeah. He's a pansy. He's
say that to his brother.
Okay. I'll say it to his brother. You give me his phone number. By the way, I am changing my name to Dan O'Shea.
Oh.
There you go.
Anyways. Excuse me. Anyways. So Islanders Penguins. Fantastic game. I didn't get to see the overtime winner because I was watching the Stars. So...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Great game. I honestly don't know who I hate more because, yes, the Penguins have been so good that they're kind of like the Patriots at this point, and I absolutely do hate them. But I also hate the Islanders a whole lot, and I don't want the Islanders to start becoming good for, any kind of time. I don't want them to win a cup as well. So whoever wins this series, I hope they lose next round as soon as possible. I'm just watching this one because it's good hockey, and I'm just rooting against both teams and hoping that they both it goes to 7 games and they go to triple, quadruple overtime and just die.